Russia's takeover of Ukraine is one of the most documented wars ever. Citizens, soldiers, and public officials have regularly posted videos that show the trails of missiles streaking through the skies, the dead bodies in neighborhoods, and the smoldering ruins of entire towns. Even after 6 continuous months of fighting, there seems to be no end in sight for the war being fought between Ukraine and Russia. The war has created waves of tension and unease across the whole world. Let's take a closer look into the real-time happenings in Ukraine. The violence has tinged every aspect of Ukrainian life. Prosecutors in the country have identified about 26,000 possible war crimes committed by Russian forces. Since the war started on February 24 this year, numerous lives have been lost. While the Russians have made inroads in the neighboring country, the Ukrainian army has given a befitting reply to the attackers. Now, a drone footage is going viral on social media that shows a drone belonging to the Ukrainian military dropping a bomb on a pair of Russian soldiers. The footage was shared by a user named Nivivi on Reddit. The footage, which was 22 seconds, showed 2 Russian soldiers walking in a field when a bomb is dropped on them, while one of them runs away from the arriving danger and the other, not seeing the bomb, is taking a stroll. One soldier gets injured and another soldier gets wounded. Since the release of the footage, the post has received thousands of upvotes and several comments, which included some users giving important tips about saving lives in the war zone. On Wednesday, a refinery in southwestern Russia near the border caught fire caused by a drone strike. No one was injured and the fire was controlled quickly. The industrial equipment was inundated by the fire in the Rostov-on-Don region of the Novoshakhtinsk oil processing plant. The fire was contained in half an hour and no one was injured. The fire was described as a terrorist act caused by a strike executed by 2 drones. The state news agency TASS reported that one of the Ukrainian drones banged into a heat exchanger, which ignited the fire as the 2 drones flew over the plant. The responsibility for the fire or the drone strike has not been claimed by Ukrainian officials. We can hear sounds of the battle and heavy anti-aircraft fire, which is most likely caused by small arms or anti-aircraft cannons. The moment of impact, when the drone falls towards the building and explodes, can be seen on one of the videos, which was originally posted on the local Telegram pages. The aftermath of the explosion is extremely distressing, as seen in photographs and videos taken later. Initially, nothing except the mushroom cloud of the explosion is visible, but the roof of the headquarters has been reported as damaged. As per the initial reports of the Russian media, the building was damaged during an attack by a Ukrainian drone. This report was revised later in the day by Mikhail Razvozayev, the head of Russian occupational authorities in Crimea, who stated the attack to be a failure of the Ukrainians. According to his report, the drone was shot down over the roof of the headquarters. The authorities have reported the damage as of no significant consequence, and no casualties have been announced as of present. Video gives rare third-person view of makeshift Ukraine war drone blowing up a target. The latest footage received from Ukraine is rather unusual. In it, we can see a target is hit, and the hit is filmed by another drone from the air. The above footage shows a different viewpoint in comparison with the footage filmed by the attacking drone. The footage is filmed by a group of IT experts based in Arorodzvika who have volunteered to support Ukraine. They mainly build and modify drones which are used in the war. Their area of expertise is reconnaissance as well as attack. The organization was formed in 2014 to combat Russia's annexation of Crimea and is a non-profit that works with the Ukrainian military. Footage uploaded to the group's Telegram channel gives a rare glimpse of one of its machines, an 8-rotor drone from the air. In the video, the drone camera followed what appeared to be Team's custom-built R-18 octocopter having 4-kilometer range, can fly for 40 minutes, and can even drop 5-kilogram bombs. The drone footage showed the other drone over a field, but did not reveal the accurate location and drift over the fields before it dropped altitude to get near the target. The target was a vehicle insider, unidentifiable at the edge of the field. The drone reached near it and dropped 2 unidentifiable objects, which did not show any visible blast, and was followed by a third which showed a blast. As the mission was at night, the footage was black and white and had low visibility, which is an advantage. The group carries out hundreds missions daily, flying about 20 hours on a daily basis. Among its achievements, the group says it was instrumental in halting the famed 40-mile-long convoy that attempted to reach the Ukrainian capital Kyiv within the initial weeks of the war. The Ukrainian military's response to the Russian army has been widespread through social media, showing the victorious counterattack against Russia. A video captured in the forest area of Belgorod of Russian cartridges being destroyed. The caption of the footage: "Russians tried to hide the ammo in the woods, but something went wrong and it was destroyed." In the above footage, we can see how the once magnificent buildings get reduced to ash and dust in a matter of mere minutes. It is very difficult for one to see anything beyond the heavy smoke and flames in the air. The fire is spreading rapidly, and the whole scene looks eerie and terrifying. The damage to the infrastructure is said to be catastrophic, as we can see. There is nothing more humbling than seeing such a formidable building getting destroyed so fast. The military of Ukraine is working very hard to ensure their victory. The footage captured above shows the successful mission carried out by the Ukrainian military forces. They have destroyed 4 tanks and wrecked 6 vehicles in a single stroke of brilliance. This attack is a display of the military prowess and demonstrates the fighting spirit of Ukraine. The citizens will fiercely fight for their country till the end. According to the latest update from the war zone, Russia has launched a fatal kamikaze drone strike near the capital city of Ukraine, Kyiv. The attack happened in the dead of the night and resulted in severe destruction to civilian buildings. The world is calling the strike as a move of cowardice by Russia and has expressed their solidarity to Ukraine. There was a recent incident that occurred on the Russian-Ukraine border in which the Russians tried to hide their ammunition in the forest area of Belgorod. In this incident, the ammunition had caught on fire and caused a huge fire, and the cause of the fire was not disclosed by the Russian army. And all this incident was caught on by a Ukraine spy drone with a thermal camera. So this raised the question that is the Russian air defense weak, or was the Ukraine drone that advanced in technology? Says that the U.S. Army is giving them the AGM-88 HARM missiles to the Ukraine Army for the war. According to the latest reports, a Russian airstrike took place in the residential area Zaporizhzhia, leaving thousands of innocent civilians killed. The heartbreaking footage released by the Ukraine's State Emergency Service in Zaporizhzhia shows the devastating after effects of a political agenda. The 7 rockets fired by Russia on Thursday morning. The footage shows the devastating impact on the lives of the innocent civilians, leaving thousands killed and hundreds of others injured. People lost their livelihood. Their entire world is snatched away from them. According to the footage made public by the Russian Ministry of Defense, Russian assailants can be seen launching an aggressive attack on the vehicles and tanks of the Ukrainian military. Many are questioning the legitimacy of the footage, as the footage is yet to be verified and the location too is unconfirmed. As of now, people are speculating that the footage is from the missile tests carried out by Turkey. The soldiers on the battlefield are clearly Russian, with white armbands similar to what is worn by Russian troops.